10 actors who are allegedly difficult to work with. Making movies sounds like a fun career, unless you get stuck with talent known for being the worst actors to work with. Some of these public figures and famous actors are difficult to work with because they are so serious, some have a reputation for being divas, and some have terrible tempers. This list features the most notoriously difficult actors to work with and is loosely ranked by fame and popularity. In the next minutes you can meet 10 actors who are allegedly difficult to work with. But, before we continue, please make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel Buzzstone. Mike Myers. The Austin Powers star apparently has a reputation for being difficult to work with. Fellow actor, Amy Hill, told the AV Club that working with Myers on The Cat in the Hat was a horrible, nightmarish experience and commented on his distant behavior on set. "I don't think he got to know anybody. He'd just be with his people and walk away. People would come and then he'd stand there," she said. "There was a guy who held his chocolates in a little Tupperware. Whenever he needed chocolate, he'd come running over and give him a chocolate. That's what divas are like, I guess. Or people who need therapy." Teri Hatcher. Hatcher apparently clashed with her fellow co-stars Eva Longoria, Felicity Huffman, Marcia Cross, and Nicolette Sheridan when it came to Desperate Housewives. And during a 2005 Vanity Fair photo shoot with the cast, Hatcher wanted to be in the center, which caused drama on the set, and Sheridan even called Hatcher the meanest woman in the world. Plus, after the series wrapped in 2012, the actors apparently bought farewell gifts for the cast and crew, but left out Hatcher's name on the gifts. Christian Bale. An audio recording leaked in 2009 of Bale's infamous outburst towards cinematographer Shane Hurlbut on the set of Terminator Salvation. In the audio, Bale is heard yelling at Hurlbut, who supposedly distracted the actor during a scene, "You are trashing my scene. You do it one more fucking time, and I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired. You're a nice guy, but that don't fucking cut it," he says during part of the clip. Bale later apologized for the outburst during an interview on the Kevin and Bean radio show on KROQ. "I was out of order beyond belief," he said. "I was way out of order. I acted like a punk. I regret that." Thomas Gibson. Gibson was suspended and later fired from Criminal Minds after kicking a writer in the shin after an argument over the show's creative direction. Deadline and TMZ also reported that Gibson had to attend anger management classes after shoving an assistant director back in 2010. Chevy Chase. The comedian was as one of the original cast members of SNL, but he was notoriously difficult to work with. Chase was accused of abusive behavior towards cast members, which included an incident where he slapped the back of Sherry O'Terry's head, and was apparently banned from hosting the show by SNL's creator and showrunner Lorne Michaels. In 2018, SNL's own Pete Davidson criticized Chase on Howard Stern's show, "He's a fucking douchebag. Fucking Chevy Chase. I hate that dude," he said. "He's just a genuinely bad, racist person, and I don't like him." Also, while filming the fourth season Community in 2012, Chevy reportedly used a racial slur while arguing with showrunner Dan Harmon, leading to the show pausing production. And in a 2018 interview with The New Yorker, former Community co-star, Donald Glover, shared that Chase tried disrupting his scenes by making racial jokes between takes to throw him off. Bruce Willis. Willis and his moonlighting co-star Sybil Shepherd clashed when they worked on show together in the late 80s. In an interview with Moonlighting Strangers fanzine, the show's producer, Jay Daniel, spoke about the difficulty of working with Willis over time because of his growing fame. "In the beginning, Bruce was just a guy's guy. Let's just say he evolved. Over the years, He went from being the crew's best friend and just being grateful for the work and all of that to realizing that he was going to be a movie star and wanting to move on. Part of that was because of his strained relationship with Bale. That sometimes made the set a very unpleasant place to be, he said. Also, in an interview on the WTF podcast, director Kevin Smith described working with Bruce in 2009 on the set of Cop Out as soul-crushing. Kevin has since apologized to Bruce after Bruce announced that he's retiring from acting following a diagnosis of aphasia, a disorder that affects communication and comprehension skills. Lea Michele. Michelle's co-stars famously came forward to share their experiences with the actor on set. In 2020, in response to a tweet Michele made about the death of George Floyd, former Glee co-star Samantha Ware accused Michele of traumatic microaggressions that made her experience on the show a living hell. Other cast and crew members also accused Lea of mistreatment and bullying while working with her. And in a statement on Twitter, co-star Heather Morris said, "Was she unpleasant to work with? Very much so." After Samantha's claim, Michele shared a statement on Instagram, apologizing for any pain her behavior has caused. Julia Roberts. Steven Spielberg worked with Roberts, who played Tinker Bell in his 1991 Peter Pan adaptation, Hook, and claimed she was difficult to work with. At the time of filming, Roberts was going through a breakup with then-fiancé Kiefer Sutherland, which supposedly impacted her behavior on set, and even garnered her the nickname Tinker Hell among the crew. When asked about working with Roberts for the movie, Spielberg told 60 Minutes, "It was an unfortunate time for us to work together. But I think Julia is a really, really good actress." Edward Norton. The actor is notorious for taking his work seriously, to the point that he's apparently clashed with those he's worked with. Norton didn't reprise his role as the Hulk for future projects after the 2008 film, The Incredible Hulk, and was instead replaced by Mark Ruffalo. Following his departure, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige released a statement, hinting at a lack of collaborative spirit on Norton's part, saying, "We have made the decision to not bring Ed Norton back to portray the title role of Bruce Banner in the Avengers. Our decision is definitely not one based on monetary factors, but instead rooted in the need for an actor who embodies the creativity and collaborative spirit of our other talented cast members." He also added, "The Avengers demands players who thrive working as part of an ensemble, as evidenced by Robert, Chris H., Chris E., Sam, Scarlett, and all of our talented casts. We are looking to announce a name actor who fulfills these requirements, and is passionate about the iconic role in the coming weeks." Jennifer Lopez. The singer and actor has been accused of having a list of demands while working on set and at previous events. When she performed at the 2010 World Video Music Awards, she reportedly insisted on a custom-fitted speedboat, requested a pair of diamond-encrusted headphones, and a helicopter on standby. And in 2012, it was reported that J.Lo banned staff that were working on her new home from speaking to her or making eye contact with her. Did any of these experiences surprise you? Which actors would you add to the list? Let us know in the comments below. Check out one of our newest video right here. Plus, even more Buzzstone videos about celebs and their exes are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.